Hello again, all. This is Eatmopie, and this is Rift. What? Why aren't you playing WoW? Just play WoW. Play your Ellie. Play your Monk. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not feeling it. I don't feel like playing WoW right now. I'm just bored of it. It's the same thing. So, Rift is going free to play June 12th, and I've been excited about it. And as of right now, if you have purchased this game, you can play pretty much everything free to play right now. Now, I bought this game when it first came out. I played throughout the beta. I had a good time, but I could not bring myself to continue to pay a second MMO subscription fee. I just couldn't do it. I had WoW. I'll probably always have WoW. And but this is a nice change of pace. It's a fun game. It's very in-depth. It has a lot of similarities to World of Warcraft, but it also has a lot of cool things that I wish World of Warcraft would have. But anyway, you can see I went Guardian. That is kind of like the Alliance. On the Seastone Shard. They call them shards instead of servers, but it's a server. It's the only PvP server. So if you do want to play this game, you can just download it, create an account, and start playing. It's free to play. Yeah, it's going free to play June 12th, 100%, but right now you can go to level 20 free to play, and it seems like you can do even more than that, and they're just kind of like letting it go right now. And also there's this neat little thing called Raptr, raptr.com. If you go there, you can download their app and create an account, and if you play the demo of Rift for like 12 hours, or 13 hours, or 15 hours, or whatever it is, they will actually give you a free copy of the game. But anyway, you can see my pink-haired dwarf. He is a rogue tank. Yeah, he's beast. It's awesome. Now, you also might notice all of the options you have. You can really customize your characters. It's kind of neat. It's a nice change. Anyway, I'm going to shut up. Here comes a cutscene, and you can kind of get a gist of the lore coming.
The king of Mythosia would have sacrificed the world to Regulos the Destroyer. The faithful rebelled against his heresy. We overthrew the tyrant and put his armies to the sword. Defeated in battle, he turned to the machines of the Defiance. Their devices drew upon the power of the dragon, a power they could not control. This is the day the rifts came. This is the day we died. But the gods of the Vigil intervened. Their messengers went among the fallen and ascended the worthy, not for their virtue, but for their might. In you, they placed their faith, their hope, and their power. You are our salvation. You are a guardian.
You gotta feel a little bit epic from that, right? I mean, that's good. You are Eatmopie. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, this is the starting zone. I'm not going to show you any of this. It's kind of boring. It's the same as many other MMOs out there. You get to level 6 or 7 or something, and it takes you to a whole nother spot. It's just a few quests, kind of a tutorial, and it'll take you 20 minutes to get through it yourselves. Okay, why should you play Rift? Well, I'm not going to sell you on it. It's a cool game, it's fun, it's another MMO. I'm a Naked Dwarf. You know, what else do you need, really? Come play Rift with me. Have some fun. It is a big game, and everybody seems to be coming back to it right now. There's endless numbers of people saying, I haven't played in a year, and I'm coming back, and I don't understand, and I love it, and blah, blah, blah. it is fun. It is a fun game. Nothing really has changed over the last year. They've adjusted some skills. They've added a few skill trees. But the gameplay is still pretty much the same. And that's a good thing. It's a good thing. Raiding and things like that are fun in Rift. It's much different than World of Warcraft. It's... yeah, I don't want to say it's more technical, but it's a better experience than World of Warcraft raiding, in my opinion. Anyway, that is a flamethrower. That is one of the new classes. This is one of the new rogue class trees they added, and it's called a tactician. And yes, I get a flamethrower and like an energy thrower ability. They're AoEs. They're awesome. It's fun. And this is my DPS spec. But anyway, okay, a few different things that I will go over. Just like WoW, you have bags, you have skill bars, you have a character screen. Yeah, you have your stats, your skills, which is your trade skills, currency, rep. Now, there is a neat little thing called artifacts. You can find them throughout the world and collect them, and you get cool achievements and things like that. Mounts, titles, all of that. Yeah, I don't need a title. Anyway, the coolest bit, though, and this is one of those things that WoW will never do because it's too much coding for them, but Rift was made after WoW. You can actually hide or transmog any item you have. Yeah, they have transmog, and they've had it for a long time. And, yeah. Anyway, so I can keep my gear on, and I can play completely naked. Well, I got some tighty whities on. But you can see I'm still wearing all of my gear, but I'm naked. And you can fully expect me to never have clothes on unless I get something that looks totally awesome. I will be the pink-haired naked dwarf, purple-haired, whatever. I was going for pink, couldn't quite get there. Anyway, it does have an item shop, and this is not like open officially for sale. You can buy like the expansion for the game. There is an expansion, Storm Legion, and that's the version of the game that we're playing right now. I don't have the expansion, so it's trying to sell it to me, and that's fine. And hopefully I'll get it through that Raptor thing. I did sign up for it. I'm using it. It's cool. It's legit because I already got an item in-game for spending time in-game. Not even kidding. I got those transmog shoulders. You can get pets and things and stuff, and it's good. And as you can see, the UI is completely customizable. You can move it around any way you want. It is a little daunting, though. I mean, I'm not messing with it. I don't want to mess with it. But you can do all sorts of things. There's macros. Now, macros are very simple in this game. And they'll tell you if they're going to work or if they're not going to work. You don't have to sit there and mess with it. And, yeah, keybinds, all standard. I have my keybinds set exactly the same way that I do in World of Warcraft. It is identical. You can set it up the same way. One of the cool things you can do, though, is once you set one character up and log out with that character, they will be set. So you can, when you click the import button, you can click on a character, you can choose if you want to load their macros or whatever, and you can load that all onto your new character, or old character, or whatever. But it makes it nice and easy to not have to set everything for every single character. You can just import it. Okay, skill trees. There are literally so many combinations, it is ridiculous. You can have 6 specs that you can just swap to. 6. Yeah. There are warriors, there are clerics, there are rogues, and there are mages, and they all have different roles, and you can choose and pick, and it's so customizable, it's actually kind of ridiculous, and yeah, confusing. Anyway, I am a rogue, and I have a tank spec. Yes, I do. And there's a range DPS spec. There's many different specs and ways to play, and I have no idea what's optimal, so I'm just kind of like going with the flow. You may have saw that that's a support spec that I just scrolled past, and there is actually a button to queue as support, which is like a buffer, kind of a healer, kind of a DPSer, but not a full anything. And there's support, and it's awesome. Anyway, the way that it works, as you level, you gain skill points. You put them in your skill trees up top, and as you level those trees up, you will gain skills along the bottom here, like that, Shadow Blitz, whatever. And that's pretty much how you get your skills, and you become a badass. And each tree has their own like passives and things. I am a rogue tank right now, and rogue tanks do a lot of blinking around. As you can see, I have a blink. I don't have a stealth or anything like that yet, but I've teleport to my target and like backstab. I have a lot of cool stuff, and yeah, I really can't complain. Anyway, so let's see what else. I'm gonna go back to my DPS spec because it is pretty awesome. One of the new specs is Tactician, as I said earlier, and it really is awesome. It's like a fun side spec. I don't know if you can be a main spec whatever. I mean, you could go all of your points in one spec and still have a little bit left over for whatever other spec you want. But you can pick and choose, and yeah, there's just so much to these skill trees, and I don't know enough about them right now. I forget. Skills have changed. That is one of the things that have changed. They've adjusted some things. They've streamlined it. They've made it easier to understand. But anyway, I'm not going to get too much into it. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. What else is cool? Yeah, flamethrower. That's cool. Obviously, that's cool. My big AoE. Anyway, also, I have stealth. Now, stealth doesn't work the same way that it does in World of Warcraft. I mean, it's very similar, but you only get it for 30 seconds in this spec. I think there's a assassination type rogue. I say that's not what it's actually called, but you know, where they stealth and they ambush, and that's what they do. That they do burst like that, and stuns, and have poisons on their weapons and all that. I'm not that spec. But anyway, okay, the map. As you can see, there are rifts on the map. Now this is just a small bit of it. You can see my quest objectives. You can see all of the little ports. You can see unopened rifts. As an Ascended, you can open rifts. Okay, now they're open. Ta-da. And they're different elements, and as you get close to them, you'll join parties. And that is the cool thing about this game, is while you're playing, you can just randomly join an adventure, and there will be 40 other people doing the same stuff that you're doing, trying to achieve goals. You'll get epic items from doing it. It's pretty easy. It's a good way to level, but just people that are around, so it like brings you together. The chat is just always going. There are tons of trolls. It's a beautiful thing. But really quickly, before I go, this is just episode 1, so don't worry. There will be plenty more Rift, because I'm all in on Rift right now. There are dimension keys. You can purchase these, or this one is free. You're given this, and it is your own. It's like a house. It's your dimension, and you can teleport there. You can buy all sorts of stuff to customize yours in literally any way that you want. You can invite your friends to your dimension. You can have guild dimensions. You can buy upgraded dimensions. Big, huge, like, cool things. I've seen people pimp theirs out. If you have the platinum to do it, somebody had like a big screen TV on the wall that they used like these little glowy orbs and made out of. They put speakers, it looked like. They had a pool table and a jacuzzi and all kinds of cool stuff. So it's just another time sink. It's a gold sink, it's a time sink, it's a status thing, it's cool, and you truly can customize it. You can buy shrubbery. You can buy boulders. You can buy pretty much anything you can think of. And yeah, like I said, this is just the free one, so it's a small area, and you can't go out of it. You teleport in, you teleport out. Okay, let's talk PvP, because the PvP in Rift is pretty decent. Now, I don't know any of the classes or specs or spells yet, but I'm working on it. Now, this battleground is called Library of the Rune Masters, and basically it is a Temple of Kotmogu. Only this was made way before Blizzard came out with that. You pick up the orbs, or, well, it's like relics, and you hold them. And whoever holds the most for the longest wins. The closer to the middle, the more points you get. And it's just like massive PvP. Now, I'm not very good at PvP right now. I'm still learning. I don't know any of the skills. You can see these guys, I have some awesome DPS. My DPS is good, but for instance, that's a cleric, and I have no idea what spec he is. If he's a tank, if he's a healer, but I wasn't doing much damage to him, and I was taking an awful lot of damage. We did kill him, but I don't know. Not very good at it. Dwarven breakfast, as you saw there. I was drinking a beer. It is my racial. Anyway, that looks like a warrior. I don't even know the colors. You can see that my teammates' nameplates are different colors. There's purple, there's yellow, yellow is rogues for sure. Red, I think, is warriors. The other two, I honestly don't know. There's green and there's purple, and we don't have any healers in this game, it looks like. Of course, why would we? But anyway, and I am a ranged rogue, by the way. I have like magical, fiery, shadowy abilities, and yeah, and I'm dead. Well, that sucks. But anyway, so that's gonna be it, because I don't really have much else to talk about. I am playing Rift right now, and I still have WoW, but I'm just bored of it. So if you would like to come play Rift, go to my Facebook, send me a message, so I know who you are, or just hop on Rift, and my name is Eatmopie on the Seastone Shard Guardian faction. Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this is giving you some idea of what to expect when you do start playing, if you do start playing, if you are coming back to play. And if you have any questions, leave them down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, this is Eatmopie. I'll see ya. I'm naked!